Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate, where today we're going to get started on some 10-star village quests. So let's see what's coming. Okay. Neat. Back to Yukumo, because Yukumo is the best. So we've actually got a good handful of things to fight against. Not entirely certain which one I want to do first. But it's definitely one of them. Let's see what we got right now. Okay, so there's Diablos, which is the daily quest right now, but I don't care about the monster of the day. We also have Rajang, we've got Seregios. We've got Bracky. We've got Joe. And Shigaru. Those are all key quests. Not exactly key quests. They don't unlock an urgent that unlocks another rank, but they do, when you've done them all, they do unlock something. And I'm thinking Bracky, because I like Bracky. I like Bracky a lot. I'm abandoning this quest for a moment. Wait, can I... You don't act as a cat board, do you? No, you don't. Because if we're doing Bracky, we absolutely need our cats to have, well, I guess this one can't, but we need the other one to have biology. Because that way our heal cat isn't completely worthless the instant it gets grazed by anything to do with the word slime. So, now let's get that quest posted again. Pretty sure Bad Hair... Yeah, Bad Hair Day Brachydios is the one we gotta do. Defender High and Rider. Nice combo. You know I said we were going to do 10-star village stuff because it's got useful monsters with useful parts. I don't know how useful they're actually going to be unless we do go ahead and do hyper monsters. Because if they're not hyper, then they're not getting us the same stuff that they... Like, we're not going to be able to upgrade their stuff past high rank. So, should I even be doing this? Maybe we should do a little G rank before we do more 10-star. Or maybe we should bite the bullet and do hyper monsters, but... Yeah, not sure. I do know that I would love to make the Bracky Charge Blade. Just because it looks cool. Don't know that I would love using the Bracky Charge Blade. I have no idea what its stats are in this game. Ow. And this is where I remember Bracky's actually a very dangerous enemy for this kind of run. Simply because Blast Blight increases incoming damage, armor can't reduce that increase at all. And... yeah. Blast Blight is one of the most dangerous statuses in this run. Because like, if I took a hit now, it'd probably kill me. It's part of why Teo is so scary in runs like these, but Bracky uses a little more slime than Teo uses blast powder. At least that's the feeling I get. Also, as much as I love the Raging Bracky theme in Iceborne, I prefer this version of Bracky's theme over the Iceborne version of regular Bracky's theme. It's just gets your pulse pounding a lot harder than the Iceborne one does. It's more fitting to the monster. At least in my opinion. And let's get a mount here. Mounting a Bracky that is enraged. I was going to say a Raging Bracky, which I guess is also true, but a Bracky that is enraged. Mounting is a good strategy because you knock it down, so more of its time when it's enraged is spent with it being on the floor. And I probably should have been a little farther away. Fun fact. If you hit Bracky's horn with impact damage, it does considerably more KO. Also, wow, bouncing with blue on the horn? That's gross. Yeah, the horn takes more KO damage than the rest of the face. Just a little fun fact. Don't know if that's true in other games or if other monsters have similar things going on. But I do know that it's true for Bracky in this game. Darn eruption. I'm amazed I didn't get hit. There was a good while there where I couldn't see a dang thing. I feel like probably one more mount it ought to do. But he's leaving, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and sharpen up since apparently blue isn't good enough these days. Get some red shield because it's good to have. And there we go. By the way, Bracky, another one of my favorite monsters. Probably number 2. I love his music. I enjoy his fight. I think he looks cool. Ow. Thanks, cat. Yeah, suffice it to say, I get where the guild marm's coming from on how much she likes Bracky. And dang, I did not get close to it fast enough. Still wish it wouldn't just auto-load any charge directly into the files when you use Ripper Shield. I would rather have the option to do that on my own timing. Ow. Nice try, buddy. That gave me flashbacks to Monster Hunter 4. Back before you could choose when to get up when you were knocked down by something. So you would always get up with the same timing. And if you were fighting a frenzied Bracky, who is a speed type frenzy, so it changes the timings on some of his moves. When you were fighting him, his lunging punch, this punch right there, would have the exact timing it needed in order to hit you, like, on the first frame as you were getting up from being knocked down. So if you were fighting one in, what was it, the Everwood? And it knocked you down, then it would hit you the moment you got up with that lunging punch. And yeah, if it was a high level one, you would basically just be dead if you got knocked down. At least that was the case if you had, like, any kind of knockback reduction effect or whatever. Like, I used Insect Glaive back then, and if I ever got the orange extract, it meant that Bracky could get me with that true combo, which was unpleasant. And just seeing him target me with that lunging punch while I was getting up gave me flashbacks to that. It was a time. Uh-oh, our shield's running out of charge. Big boy's out of rage. So, one thing I like to do with brackies that aren't raging is put them into pit traps and then use that to get at their hands. Makes the hands a lot easier to hit than normal. And easier to hit hands are easier to break. And breaking the hands is nice because A, rewards, and B, the hands are actually pretty soft, so they're a good target. Thanks, Absolute Evasion. So breaking the second hand, unlike an Iceborne, is not required to get any reward. The only reward we get for breaking both hands in this game is a guaranteed sparkly drop if he hasn't already given us 3. And I'm pretty sure all the sparklies we can see right now are from Great Thunderbugs. I know for a fact this one is. I don't know why I'm grabbing it. I'm pretty sure we've only gotten one natural sparkly drop so far. Whoa there, buddy. Yeah, go for the cat. Yeah, it was all Thunderbugs. Dang it. That was not worth. Yeah, Bracky, I'm going to need you to do absolutely not that. And I've loved Bracky since the moment they added him to the franchise. I love him in stories. I love him in this game. I love him in 3U. I love him in 4U. I love him in Iceborne. I really love Raging Bracky in Iceborne. There has not been a Bracky that I have disliked. Which is why I am glad every time they bring him back. Made me sad when he wasn't in Base World, but Iceborne fixed that up good. I always kind of wanted him to get a subspecies. And, like, for a subspecies to be interesting, it's got to change the things that the creature does. Generally, adapting to a new element makes for the best subspecies, in my opinion. But Bracky already uses Blast, which is incredibly dangerous. So, like, what could a subspecies use that would make sense for how Bracky fights and be mechanically distinct and interesting and possibly more dangerous, because usually that's also a thing they want with subspecies, is for it to be more dangerous than the base species. And my line of thinking is, if they had a Bracky that instead of having this explosive slime mold had some really nasty poison, that could be an interesting thing. And there's a Limpy Bracky, and we broke everything. Cool, we got a tier for breaking the second hand. Yeah, Poison Bracky could be interesting. But I don't know that, like, unless they gave it a bunch of nasty new moves, I don't think it would actually be more dangerous than regular Bracky. Unless they gave it, like, deadly poison. It would definitely have to be more than just noxious poison. It'd have to be the deadly poison that, like, Dread Queen Rathian does in order to actually be even remotely as threatening as Blast. And then, like, even then, these explosions that happen when Bracky's enraged, those would be gone, and those are a big part of why he's dangerous when he's mad. Cool, nice miss. I saw that, Bracky. Oh, hi, Reno. Like, unless they made the poison splash up real big, there's no way it would match this. I think that might be part of why Raging Bracky is what we've got instead of a subspecies. And incidentally, until Raging Bracky was added, Brachydios was one of the only flagships in the series to not have a subspecies. Like, if we look at all the flagships the series has had, Rathalos has Azure Rathalos. Rathalos, again, continues to have Azure Rathalos and also Silver Rathalos. Azure Rathalos was himself a flagship for Monster Hunter G, wasn't he? And then we've got Tigrex. We've got Brute Tigrex and Molten Tigrex. Though Tigrex did have to wait a while till Portable Third for Brute Tigrex. And then for Shal Daora. There's no subspecies for him, but we've got Rusted Kushala, so that's at least a variant. Why did I press that button? And then Nargacuga, we got Green Narga and Portable Third. We got Lucent Narga in 3U. Legiacrus, we got Ivory in 3U. Zinogre, we got Stygian in 3U. Bracky, we got Raging Bracky in... Was it in base 4 or was it 4U? I think it was 4U. /4G. Don't quite remember. Gore, we got Chaotic Gore in 4U. Also, Shigaru is technical. If you want to get technical, Shigaru is another form of Gore, so he had one from the very beginning. Seregios, still got nothing new for him. Apex Seregios totally doesn't count because Apex isn't a new variant or anything. It's just a status applied on top of Seregios. So yeah, Apex Seregios is the closest we got to a variant for him. It'd be interesting to see him come back, but I feel like it's too late for Seregios to come to Iceborne, as with a few other things. So yeah, maybe down the line we'll get a Seregios that can do something else. Who knows what, though, because bleeds are already nasty. Maybe Poison Bleeds. Have his little spiky scales when he shoots them out. Poison you and bleed you at the same time. That would be nasty. But also kind of lame, because they take two separate items/tasks to get rid of. But then again, that could also make an interesting choice of which to get rid of first. And then Glavenus, the true flagship of this generation, had Hellblade right from the start, so There's that. Well, not this generation, of generations. And then the other 3, they got deviants in this game. And Glavenus got a subspecies in Iceborne, so Glavenus is set. Then we got Valstrax, who has yet to get anything, but Valstrax also has yet to appear in another game. And then there's Bloodbath Diablos, which, hey, there's plenty of Diabloses, so that's fine. And we got Nergigante, who now there's Ruiner Nerg, so technically a variant. And Velkhana, who has yet to appear in anything other than Iceborne, so no room for a new thing yet. So, yeah, there aren't that many things that haven't gotten some sort of variant when they've also appeared on the box of a game. But anyway, that's enough of that talk. And that's enough of this episode. Join us next time when we go hunt some other thing. Don't know whether it'll be 10-star or G-rank. I'll have to decide between episodes. Either way, see you next time for something, friends.